Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, text 26. Jato jato nischalati mana chanchalang asthirang tapastato nyamita atmanyavo vasang naet jato jato nischalati mana chanchalang asthirang tatasthatanyamaitrat atmaneva vasang naet. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. From wherever the mind wanders due to its flickering and unsteady nature, one must suddenly withdraw it and bring it back under the control of the self. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The nature of the mind is flickering and unsteady. But a self-realized yogi has to control the mind. The mind should not control him. One who controls the mind and therefore the senses as well is called Goswami or Swami, and one who is controlled by the mind is called Godasa or the servant of the senses. A Goswami knows the standard of sense happiness. In transcendental sense happiness, the senses are engaged in the service of Rishikesa or the supreme owner of the senses, Krishna. Serving Krishna with purified senses is called Krishna consciousness. That is the way of bringing the senses under full control. What is more, what is the highest perfection of yoga practice? Jatata nischalati manas chanchalam asthiram tatas tatas nyami etat atmaneva vasungayat. Krishna says, Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna says, from wherever the mind wanders due to its flickering and unsteady nature, one must certainly withdraw it and bring it back under the control of the self. This is most important thing. The mind control, restraint the mind, to become self-restraint. This is most important thing. Unless one becomes self-restraint, unless one controls his mind, he cannot tread this path of devotional service. Or, in other words, he cannot do any spiritual sadhana. He cannot do. It's first thing. First thing is to control the unsteady mind, make it steady. Krishna very often has said this thing, and especially in this chapter 6, he has said many things about this mind and how to control it. When he first spoke, in the beginning of this 6th chapter, you will find about this mind control. Then Arjuna, such a great warrior, who was such a great warrior, he said it is impossible. It is impossible to control this flickering mind. Chanchalahi mana Krishna balabad drudham tasyang nigrahamani vayuriva suduskaram. Arjuna says, oh Krishna, it is very difficult. It's quite impossible to control this flickering mind. Chanchalahi mana Krishna balabhadra is very flickering and stubborn mind, very strong and stubborn, disobedient mind. It's never obedient, isn't it, Mr. Peter? Your mind is never obedient, it's disobedient, stubborn mind. Vayoriva suduskaram. If someone will try to check the blowing of the wind with his fist. He cannot. It's impossible. Similarly, to control this flickering mind is impossible. It's impossible. It's so strong, so stubborn, so flickering. Arjuna, such a great warrior, says this thing. And Krishna also admitted it. Asansayam mahabaho manadurnigraham chalam. Yes, undoubtedly true. Asansayam. Undoubtedly it is true. Manadurnigraham chalam. This mind is very difficult to control and is very flickering. Very flickering. You understand? The flickering, the oscillation of this mind, and the mind's velocity, you may say, is greater than that of the velocity of the sound, velocity of the light. Do you understand? Light's moving and sounds moving is greater than that. Mind's moving, isn't it? You may be sitting here in Australia, but your mind will be hovering somewhere in America or Sweden, somewhere like that. Mind is so fickle, you see, isn't it? Yes. And Arjuna said that thing, and Krishna also admitted. Asansang mahabaho manadurnigraham chalam. It's undoubtedly true. It's undoubtedly true. But way is there, means is there, how to control. What did he say? Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha gruhyati. Isn't it? Read Bhagavad Gita very attentively. Do you understand, Mr. Peter? Yes, read it very. Every day you should read. Every day at least one verse is translation and purport of Srila Prabhupada. If you get time, read more. If no time, at least read one verse. You understand? It's translation, it's purport. Prabhupada's purport. You understand? As a rule. This is as a rule, not failing. You should not miss a day. It's daily duty. You understand? Make it a rule. Do you understand? It's daily activity. Make it a daily activity. This will help you. Do you understand? And try, by reading constantly and hearing, automatically you can remember. Remember the verses. You understand? Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha gruhyati. Krishna says, this is the means, way, how to control. By practice, constant practice, abhyasa. Do you understand? Abhyasa means constant practice. Practice what? Na vairagyena. Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha gruhyati. Practice detachment. Do you understand? Here it says, jato jato nischalati mana chanchalanga stiram tatos tadanyam etat atmani eva vasumnayat. From wherever the mind wanders due to flickering and unsteady nature, and suddenly withdraw it. Do you understand? This is constant practice. Withdrawing mind. Detachment, attachment. We say detachment, attachment. Detach the mind, withdraw the flickering mind from materialistic thoughts. Do you understand? And attach it to the lotus feet of Krishna. This is detachment, attachment. Do you understand? That is his. Withdraw and bring it back under the control of the self. We are the master of the mind. You are not the servant of the mind. Indriya paramanaha manasata parabuddhi ja buddhetu parata saha. Gita. Bhagavad Gita says. Mind is the chief of the senses. Is superior to all other senses. Do you understand? And manasat para buddhi. Intelligence is superior to the mind. Ja buddhetu parata saha. Saha, you, self, soul, You are superior to the intelligence. Do you understand? Huh? Mind is superior to other senses, and intelligence is superior to mind, and you, as soul, is superior to intelligence. So mind is your subordinate. Do you understand, Mr. Peter? Huh? Mind is your subordinate, your servant, is not master. Is not master. Here Prabhupada, my Guru Maharaj has said, yes, one who controls the mind, and therefore the senses as well, is called Goswami or Swami. You understand? Master of the mind and senses is Goswami. And who is controlling the mind is called Godas, or the servant of the senses. Don't become Godas. Don't become Godas. Don't become the servant of your mind and senses. Become the master of your mind. If a mind can be controlled, the other senses will be automatically controlled. Because mind is the chief of the senses. So mind is the most important factor. You understand? Mano eva manusyanam karanam bandha mokkha. You are conditioned. Isn't it? Conditioned by Maya, illusory energy. Why? What is the cause? And who is the cause? Strong decision in your mind, then you can act upon it. Do you understand? First you will take decision in the mind. Manusyanam karanam bandha mokkha. Do you understand? Mind is the cause of conditional state and liberated state. Is mind. Do you understand? When you cherish the desire of lording it over this material nature and enjoy it, then it becomes conditioned. Do you understand? When you cherish in your mind, that I'll enjoy this material nature, I'll be lord of this material nature. Do you understand? Then it becomes conditioned by Maya, by material nature. When you think up and no, I must get out of the clutches of Maya. Do you understand? I must get out of these clutches of Maya. I must become the servant of Krishna. That's my real identity. Jiva Swarupa Hoy Krishna Nitya Das. Isn't it? That's the real identity. You are servant of Krishna. I must become the servant of Krishna. I must take shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna. I must get out of the clutches of Maya. You just take this strong decision in your mind, then you can act upon it. Do you understand? First you will take decision in the mind. It's called mental preparation, isn't it? It's called mental preparation. First prepare yourself in the mind. Then other senses will act. Do you understand? When you take this decision, yes, I must go to this ISKCON temple here, Melbourne ISKCON temple, devotees are there, they are chanting, dancing, and listening Krishna Katha, serving Krishna, nice prasad. I must go there and associate with them. You first think it up. In your mind, take this decision in the mind first. Do you understand? Then your leg will walk. Isn't it? All right, let us go. This mind is the most important. So, stress has been given here on mind. And when Krishna gave this most confidential instruction to Arjuna, what he gave? Manmana bhavo. He first spoke about mind. Manmana bhavo. Think of me. You understand? Put me in your mind. Drive out other thoughts from your mind. Here he says. Jado janishwardi mana chanchalam astam. Tado sadanyamiyatam. Atmaneva vasumnayet. You see. Must suddenly withdraw it and bring it back under the control of the self. This is practice. This is fighting. This is fighting against this flickering mind, wicked mind. You understand? This is fighting. This will go on constantly. Abhyas yoga. Constant practice. Then you will come out successful. You understand? And Krishna has said, this is the instruction of Krishna as supreme authority. Is supreme authority. You understand? So, you should put firm faith in it. Krishna said this thing. And I have to do it. And all the acharyas, mahajanas, they come under this disciplic succession. They also say the same thing. All mahajanas have said, and Krishna, supreme personality of God, as supreme authority, has said, and I have to do it. I have to do it. Take this strong decision in the mind. Then you will act. Act upon it. Otherwise, your mind is weak and you cannot exercise any control over your mind, and you listen to the promptings of your wicked mind. That means you are under the control of your wicked mind. You are Godas. You are Godas. Here my Guru Maharaj said, don't become Godas, become Goswami. Because really you are the master of the mind, you are not the servant of the mind. Mind is your subordinate. You are master. That's what it said. Mind is a bad master, but a good servant. Good servant. You understand? Mind is a bad master, but a good servant. If you become the servant of the mind and make your mind your master, then bad master. That mind will take you to hell. You understand? But if you can make your mind servant, and you will become his master, in other words, you will become Goswami, then mind is a good servant. It will take you to the lotus feet of Krishna. You understand? This is most important. And this instruction is given here. Our Shastra say, in Srimad Bhagavatam also you will find many instructions there for mind control, and in Srimad Bhagavad Gita also you will find, and all Mahajanas also, they have said this thing. You understand? Training of the mind is yoga. You understand? What is yoga? Training of the mind. You understand? That is yoga. This is simple definition of yoga. The training of the mind is yoga. You understand? Attach your mind, fix your mind at the lotus feet of Krishna. That is yoga. And all instructions have been given for this attachment and detachment. Detach your mind from materialistic thoughts and attach it to the lotus feet of Krishna. This is attachment, detachment. It is said. This verse says the same thing. Same thing. Same thing. Wherever the mind wanders, due to its flickering and unsteady nature, one must suddenly withdraw it and bring it back to the control of the self. Do you understand? And constantly this will go on. Withdrawing, attachment, detachment. This is constant practice, this is constant fighting against this wicked mind. Do you understand? It's constant fighting. And become a hero. Become a hero. You understand? Arjuna was such a great hero, warrior. Still he said, impossible. What to speak of you? Huh? What to speak of you? But Krishna says, no, you have to do this thing. It's constant practice. Constant practice. And another thing, most important is, thus following the instruction of this supreme authority you can do. And that instruction comes through disciplic succession. That means the instruction of Guru. The Guru also says the same thing. You understand? Guru gives you some do's and don't do's. You understand? Do this and don't do this. Some do's and some don't do's. Guru gives you. Sishyateham sadhiman tvam prapannam. When you take up this decision in your mind, I must approach a bona fide spiritual master, who is the bona fide representative of the Supreme Lord Krishna. I must do it. Otherwise I cannot approach Krishna, the Supreme Lord, without the help of his true representative. Guru, I must. Then you approach. You understand? Sishyateham sadhiman tvam prapannam. I become your Sishya, your disciple. I accept you as my spiritual master. Please inflict discipline on me. Please inflict discipline on me. You understand? Because unless Guru inflict discipline on you, your wicked mind, stubborn mind cannot be controlled. You have no power. You understand? You have no power. You are a weak fellow. You are a weak fellow. Very weak. And mind has become your master. You are captured. You are under your mind now. You have not become the master of the mind. You have become the servant of the mind. Mind has captured you. You understand? So you have no power. So this is needed. Guru, acceptance of Guru is needed. Guru will inflict discipline on you. So Guru will give you some do's and don't do's. Don't do this thing. You understand? Don't associate with materialistic persons. Don't do asatsanga. You understand? Bad associations. Only associate with sadhus. Do satsanga. Come regularly to the temple. Listen, associate with sadhus. Chant, dance with them. You understand? Listen to Srimad Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavad Gita. You understand? And take Krishna Prasad. Guru gives these regulatory principles. Don't eat fish, meat. You understand? Onion, garlic. Don't drink tea, coffee, liquor, all intoxicants. Don't take it. No intoxication. Then no illicit sex. No sex, no illicit sex. Become complete brahmachari, strict brahmachari, celibate. You understand? Don't go to see the movies, cinemas, where these naked pictures are being shown. You understand? Then, what is the fourth one? Don't do gambling. You understand? These four regulatory principles Guru says. These don'ts, don't do it. Then do's and don't do's. Come regularly to the temple, associate with Bhaktas, Vaishnavas, chant with them, dance with them, take Krishna Prasad, listen to Krishna Katha, Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. You understand? Do's and don't do's. You understand? Guru. That is similar other things also, that the Guru inflict discipline on you. And you have to accept. Sadhimam, sishyateham sadhimam tvam prapannam. I become your disciple. I accept you as my spiritual master. Please inflict discipline on me. Do you understand? And accept it gladly. Accept it gladly what discipline is inflicted upon you by Guru. Do you understand? Yes, Guru. Whatever discipline inflicts, accept it gladly. Guru karnadharang, that is stated. Guru karnadharang. Guru has that right. Guru will catch hold of your ear and slap you. You rascal Peter. What are you doing? I said this thing not to do. Why are you doing? You understand? Inflict discipline. Accept this. Very nice. It's very nice. That is needed. That is needed. You understand? If someone will never accept this punishment or discipline inflicted by Vaishnava sadhu, he cannot become a devotee. Cannot. He cannot tread this path. Not at all. Not at all. This is needed. And this is Krupa. This is Krupa. You understand? This is Krupa, this is training. In Srimad Bhagavatam 5th canto you will find there are two weapons to control this mind. You know? Two weapons. Gopinath, you know? Yes. This is one weapon. Then what is the other weapon? Huh? There are two weapons. Fifth canto Srimad Bhagavatam says. First he says, that is one of the weapons. Hari Guru Charanopasana Astram. Astra means weapon. Take shelter at Hari Guru, lotus feet of Hari Guru. Charana means lotus feet. You understand? Take shelter at the lotus feet of Hari Guru. That is weapon. This is one of the weapons. Another weapon is, first weapon is, don't listen to the whispering of your wicked mind. Don't listen. This is first weapon. Do you understand, Mr. Peter? You are going out every day for collecting money, distributing books or stickers or something, paraphernalia. You see, so Maya is so much strong there. Oh, nice lady is there, standing and glancing at me. Oh, glancing at me. I'll give this sticker to him. Oh, you'll please take this sticker. And shall I keep it? Put it here. You see, your wicked mind prompts. Wicked mind prompts. All right, I'll do it. Get money. Wicked mind prompts. Do you understand? But your Guru has said, Mr. Peter, don't look at a woman, a girl. Don't look at her face. You are brahmachari. No connection with a woman or girl, no. You understand? If by chance or accidentally you meet one and you have gone out, authority has said, or Guru has said, let's go out, get money, collect money. I have gone out. And this mind is wicked. It weren't there. Then remember the instruction of your spiritual master, what he has said. Oh, don't look at. If by chance you meet, as soon as possible, get out there. Get out there. Don't look at the face of a woman. This is most important. Do you understand? Don't look at the face of a woman. If by chance you meet, look down. Look down. Don't look at the face. Look down and finish your business within 1 minute. Chalo. No more. This is Guru's instruction. Do you understand? And that woman has very powerful weapon there in her eye, glancing. Do you understand? One glance, only one glance, she will make you down. She will capture you. Do you understand? She will capture you. Srimad Bhagavatam has said that thing. Lord Kapildev has said. Do you understand? However, very powerful. Emperor one may be, very powerful person may be, by only one glance. Do you understand? By only one glance of the woman, you will be down. So don't look at the face. Don't look at the face of a woman. If by chance you meet, look down, within 1 minute, finish your business, get out. This is instruction. Do you understand? Otherwise, your wicked mind will trick you will cheat you. Don't rely on your wicked mind. Don't put faith in your wicked mind. You understand? In fifth canto Srimad Bhagavatam it has been said, as a hunter goes out to the forest, catches some wild animals. You understand? Puts some trap, catches some wild animals. You understand? And brings it. And he just puts it in within one enclosure, strong enclosure. And he always watches over them, puts his keen eye on them. Any moment, these wild animals may jump over this enclosure, may get out. Always putting keen eye on them. Never puts faith on them. Similarly, never put faith in this wicked mind. Become master of the mind. Don't listen to the whispering of your wicked mind. You understand? Don't listen. This is first weapon. People just listen. Once you listen, that wicked mind gets strength now. He becomes stronger now. Now Mr. Peter listens to me. He gets stronger. Then he'll be captured. Don't listen. Just avoid it. No, I won't listen. I won't listen to you. Oh, wicked mind. You understand? First weapon. Then second one, that Hari Guru Charanopasana strong. Take shelter at the lotus feet of Guru and Hari. What they said, they inflict discipline, then accept it gladly. These two weapons are there. You understand? In Ramayana also you'll find this Lord Ram, his younger brother Lakshman, and Ram's wife Sita. They went to the forest. Do you understand? Lakshman was always with them. But Lakshman had never looked at the face of Sita Devi. Never. Always looked down. You understand? Never looked at the face of Sita Devi. When Sita was kidnapped, Ravan took away. You understand? Sita Devi was going in this space. This Puspak Jan. And the Ravan was taking her, flying in the sky. Sita Devi removed some of her ornaments. Do you understand? Some of ornaments of his hand and his nupur also, the feet, and put it on the store of one piece of cloth from his sari, and made it a bundle and dropped it down. And that was found out. That was found out by Sugriva. Do you understand? Do you know the story of Rama? Don't you know? Why don't you know it? The famous scripture, Rama, Shastra, Vedic scripture. Vede Ramayane we every day we chant. Vede Ramayane Purane Bharate. Veda, Ramayana is Veda. Ramayana, Mahabharat, Purana, Astadasa, 18 Puranas are there. These are all Vedic scriptures. Do you understand? Lord Ram's pastimes are mentioned in Ramayana. Do you understand? So it is mentioned there. You should know it. So, when they met Sugriva, Ram and Lakshman met Sugriva, so Sugriva gave them that bundle. So Ram opened it and saw, these are the ornaments of Sita Devi. Then he showed. So, Lakshmana, you please see. He only noticed this nupur, this the feet. He couldn't say, I cannot say whether this, I know this nupur, yes. It was Sita Devi's nupur. All these ornaments and this necklace and the necklace and this bracelets, all this, I cannot say because I have not looked down. Only I looked down. I have only seen the feet of Sita Devi. I couldn't say. You see? This is Lakshmana, ideal. Don't look at. Don't look at. You see. For 12 years, constantly for 12 years, Lakshmana could keep up celibacy, brahmacharya, for 12 years. You understand? Lord Ram was with his wife, but Lakshmana was not with his wife. For 12 years, constantly he was brahmachari. You understand? So he was able to kill Meghanada, the son of Ravana, Indrajita. You understand? His name was Meghanada or Indrajita. You understand? And he had got a boon. He won't be killed by any person who has not kept strict, what is this, celibacy, constantly, continuously for 12 years. You understand? Only such a person can kill him, otherwise nobody can kill him. So Lakshmana could kill. Ram cannot kill him. You understand? Because Lakshmana had kept up that celibacy constantly for 12 years. Though Sita Devi was there, still he had not looked at her face. So strict. You understand? And this is our instruction. This jakaroti bhuvikantam bhuvijumhena kevalam. You see, Lord Kapladev says, jakaroti parakrantam bhuvijumhena kevalam. Lord Kapladev says, pasyame balam mayaya srimadya jaino disa. Isn't it, Gopinath? You know it? In the form of woman, yes. Pasyame balamaya srimadya jaino disa. Jakaroti parakrantam bhuvijumhena kevalam. You see. So mother, see the power of my illusory energy in the form of a woman. Woman. You understand? Yes. Women are the weapons of Maya. Mr. Peter, you should keep it in your mind very well. Women are the weapons of Maya. Lord Kapil says, jakaroti prakantam bhuvijumhena kevalam. Only one glance. Only one glance is sufficient. She will make the most powerful personality down here. You understand? Down here. So it is said, don't look at the face of a woman. No, don't look at it. Look down. And as soon as possible, finish your business within 1 minute. Get out of it. But your wicked mind is prompting, oh, very nice looking woman, oh, how laughing, smiling, and glancing at me. Oh, she will give good money if I give her a sticker. Mr. Peter, this wicked mind whispers to you, don't listen it. The first weapon. Otherwise, you cannot tread this path of devotional service. All your sadhana will be spoiled, broken, everything. You understand? Everything. This is most important thing. So Krishna says this thing, all Mahajanas, they say this thing. These are all teachings, instructions given to the mind. The training of the mind is yoga, nothing else. The training of the mind is yoga, nothing else. Training of the mind is yoga. Therefore, in his most confidential instruction, Krishna first said, Manmana Bhava. Why he said Manmana Bhava? First, then other things. Do you understand? Keep me in your mind. Drive out all other thoughts from your mind, only keep me. Here is Jajjata Nistarati. Your mind goes out, drag him, and attach it to my lotus feet. Detach it from materialistic thoughts constantly. Do you understand? And Mahadana, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, has also said that thing. Unless Krishna is known as Rishikesh here, my Guru Maharaj said, Rishikesh, in transcendental sense, happiness, the senses are engaged in service of Rishikesh, the supreme owner of the senses, Krishna. Rishikena, Rishikesha sevanam. Bhaktir uchyate. Srila Rupa Goswami gives this simple definition of bhakti. Rishikena, Rishikesha sevanam bhaktir uchyate. What is bhakti? Bhakti means to engage your senses in the service of Rishikesh, which is the master of the senses, is Krishna. That is bhakti. Do you understand? But you have engaged your senses in the service of Maya. Now, detach your mind from Maya, thought of Maya, Maya service, and attach it to the lotus feet of Hari Guru, and engage your mind, senses, mind and all senses, service of Rishikesh. That is bhakti. That is the instruction of all Shastra, instruction of Mahadana. I'll sing a song. Shall I sing? Ore mono bhalo nahi lage sansaro. Ore mono bhalo nahi lage sansaro. জন্ম মরণ জরা শেষ যে সংসারে আছে ভরা জন্ম মরণ জরা যে সংসারে আছে ভরা তাহা কিবা আছে বল সারো তাহে কিবা আছে বল সারো ধন জন পরিবার কেহি নহে কভু কারো ধন জন পরিবার কেহ নহে কভু কারো কালে মিত্র কালে অপর কালে মিত্র কালে অপর যাহা রখিবারে চাই তাহা নাহি থাকে ভাই যাহা রখিবারে চাই তাহা নাহি থাকে ভাই অনিত্য সমস্ত বিনশ্বর অনিত্য সমস্ত বিনশ্বর আয়ু অতি অল্প দিন ক্রমে তাহা হয়ে ক্ষীণ আয়ু অতি অল্প দিন ক্রমে তাহা হয়ে ক্ষীণ সমনের নিকট দর্শন সমনের নিকট দর্শন রোগ শোক অনিবার চিত্ত করে ছাড়ো খারো রাগ শোক অনিবার চিত্ত করে ছাড়ো খারো বান্ধব বিয়োগ দুর্ঘটন বান্ধব বিয়োগ দুর্ঘটন ভালো করি দেখো ভাই অমিশ্র আনন্দ নাই ভালো করি দেখো ভাই অমিশ্র আনন্দ নাই যে আছে সে দুঃখের কারণ যে আছে সে দুঃখের কারণ সে সুখের তরে তবে কেন মায়া দাস হবে সে সুখের তরে কেন মায়া দাস হারাইবে পরমার্থ ধন হারাইবে পরমার্থ ধন ইতিহাস আলোচনে ভেবে দেখো নিজ মনে ইতিহাস আলোচনে কত আসুরিক দুরাশয় কত আসুরিক দুরাশয় ইন্দ্রিয় তর্পণ সার করি কত দুরাচার ইন্দ্রিয় তর্পণ সার করি কত দুরাচার শেষে লভে মরণ নিশ্চয় শেষে লভে মরণ নিশ্চয় মরণ সময় তারা উপায় হইয়া হারা মরণ সময় তারা উপায় হইয়া অনুতাপ নলে জ্বলিল অনুতাপ নলে জ্বলিল কুকুরাদি পশু প্রায় জীবন কটায় হায় কুকুরাদি পশু প্রায় জীবন কটায় হায় পরমার্থ কভু না চিন্তিল, পরমার্থ কভু না চিন্তিল। এমন বিষয়ে মন কেন থাকো অচেতন, এমন বিষয়ে
মন কেন থাকো অচেতন,
ছাড়ো ছাড়ো বিষয়ের আশা, ছাড়ো ছাড়ো বিষয়ের আশা। শ্রী গুরু চরণাশ্রয় কর সবে ভব জয়, শ্রী গুরু
চরণাশ্রয় কর সবে ভব জয়।
এ দাসের সেই তো ভরসা, এ দাসের সেই তো ভরসা। So Mahajana has said, is monoshiksha, this is instructions given to mind. Do you understand? ওরে মন, ভালো নাহি লাগে সংসার, ও mind, don't you find, do you find any happiness here in this material world, O mind? Asking. Who asks? The soul asks. You ask to the mind. You understand? জনম মরল জরা যে সংসার আছে ভরা, তাহে কিবা আছে বলো সা? Birth, death, old age and disease. This material world is filled with all sorts of miseries. Birth, death, old age and disease. No happiness, only misery. This world is filled with all these things, misery, miserable conditions. So do you find anything, any pleasure, any happiness here in this world where there are only birth, death, old age and disease? Oh mind, speaking to mind, you understand? ধন জন পরিবার কেহ নহে কভুকার, কালে মিত্র ও কালে অপর। You think, yes, I have this wealth, material wealth, so much bank balance. I have my wife, I have my children, I have my friends, I have my family members. But you should understand, oh mind, they are not yours. They are not yours. You understand? They are not yours. Kale mitro or kale opor. Today they have established some friendship with you, and tomorrow you'll find they have become your enemy. Become your enemy. You understand? Isn't it? Huh? Isn't it? If you want, earn money and give your parents, they'll say, you nonsense, get out here. We gave you birth, we maintained you, gave you education, but you are not giving us money. You understand? If you just give them some $10 a day. Bring more! What is this? $10 only? No! Bring more, bring more. Then so, bring more. Then someday bought some $30 or $50. Well, what is this? Bring more! They're always dissatisfied. You understand? If you cannot give, get out here, rascal. You become enemy. You understand? And this is true fact in this material world. He says, Mahajan says, dhana dhana parivara keho nohe kobukar. This material wealth, this your family members, material followers, they don't belong to you. Today they are friends, the next day they are enemy. It's going on. It's going on, isn't it? This is fact. This is a fact. This is a fact. You see? যাহা রাখিবারে চাই তাহা নাহি থাকে ভাই, অনিত্য সমস্ত বিনশ্বরা, আদ্যন্তবন্ত কৌন্তেয় ন তেষু রমতে বুদ্ধ. Bhagavad Gita says, every arrangement here in this material world is temporary. Temporary. It has its beginning and its end. Isn't it? Because the material world is temporary. Every arrangement, everything here in this material world is temporary. Anitya. Anitya means temporary. Vinaswara, subject to wear and tear. Do you understand? Wear and tear, subject to wear and tear. Everything is temporary. So, ayoti alpadin, krometa hoye khid, somoner nikoto darsana. Your span of life is very short. You understand? Span of life is very short. And gradually, day by day, you are approaching nearer to death, isn't it? Huh? You are approaching nearer and nearer to death. How old are you? 29 years old. I say, you are not old, you are young. 29 years young. Do you understand? Is there a Rotary Club here? Australia? Rotary Club? Yes, Rotary Club is throughout the world. Rotarians are there. So have you visited that Rotary Club? No. Go to Rotarians. Get some money. They are wealthy persons. You understand? Trick them. Mr. Peter, go. Get some money from them. You understand? They are just wasting their money in drinking liquor, eating stool, all abominable things, and enjoying mating like that. Enjoying sex, squandering, wasting money. You understand? Trick them. I have visited some of the Rotary clubs in Orissa, in Bhubaneswar, in Cuttack. I appreciate one thing. They never utter this word old. Mr. Peter is 29 years young, they say. You understand? Mr. Laguridas is 60 years young. They never say old. I appreciate it. Yes, it's very nice. They never say old. It's young. Because day by day, gradually, you are approaching death. Suppose your span of life is 50 years. Now 29 years gone. Gone. Is shorter. 29 years shorter now. Huh? Only 21 years left. Then how it is that you are young? You are old, you are young. You are approaching nearer to death. So lifespan is very short, so it is young. How it is old? Do you understand me? What I say? Can you understand? He can't understand this. Suppose your lifespan is 50 years. Now 29 years gone. So how? Only 21 years left. So how are you? You are old. You are young. Because you are approaching nearer to death, very short period is there. So how it is old? You are young, isn't it? It's 50 years. If you spend 45 years, so only 5 years are there. So how can you say I am old? I'm only 5 years young. It's only 5 years. Do you understand now what I said? We Rotarians never say old. They say young. I appreciate it. Yes, very nice. And here Mahajan says, Ayoti alpadino krometa hoye khino. Samonero nikoto darsano. Gradually your lifespan is decreasing, is growing shorter. And you are going nearer, approaching nearer to Jamraj, death. You understand? This material world where there is birth and death is known as Mrityu Sansar, where there is death. Roga Soko Anivar Chitte Kore Sarkar Bandhava Vyogo Durghatana. There is disease, there is lamentation. You understand? In this material world, birth is there, death is there, old is there, disease is there, and lamentation is there. All your mind is constantly afflicted with all these things. Do you understand? No happiness, no pleasure. Bandhava Vyoga Durghatana, your friend dies. You understand? Your friend dies. Huh? Your friend. Who is your friend? You are Mr. Peter. He is your friend. Mr. John. Suppose Mr. John is your friend. And yesterday both of you were playing, dancing in the club, you understand, drinking liquor, and dancing in the club yesterday. And today your friend John died. Oh, my friend John died. Do you understand? My friend John died. So you lament. Oh, my good friend, he was my good friend. Oh, he died. You lament. Bandhava viyoga durghatana. This is daily activity here. Going on daily, isn't it? So many are dying. When Yudhishthira Maharaja asked, Dharmapaka asked Yudhishthira Maharaj, Kimastarjam, what is wonderful here in this material world? Do you understand? What answer did Yudhishthira Maharaj give? You don't know?
Every day people are dying.
Yes. Then? Ahani ahani bhutani gachanti jama mandiram. Sesa jivitamichanti kimastarjam atapara. He says. This is wonderful. Every day, so many are dying. Nobody can calculate, isn't it? So many are dying in this material world. Sesa jivitamichanti kimastarjam atapara. But one who sees, you see that your friend John died. You see it. Alas, she died. My friend John died. But you never think that I may die tomorrow, or I may die the next moment, or I may die any day. But you say, no, he died. I won't die. I won't die. I will live here. I won't die, isn't it? You never think, oh, my friend John died. I may die tomorrow, or I may die 1 year after, or 10 years like that. Any day I may die. But you never think so. No, he died. But I won't die. I will live. This is wonderful. Asarjam. Sesa jivitamichanti kimasarjam atapara. Vishnu Maharaj. This is wonderful here. Do you understand? In second canto, Srimad Bhagavatam also you will find how your time, lifespan is going away. How? In what activities? How you spend? How? You know? How? Second canto, Srimad Bhagavatam says, Nidraya hyote naktam vyavayeno chavavayam Drivatarthe hoya rajan kutumbo bharanino va Dehapatyo kolatradi swatma sanya swasatsu api Tesam pramatta nidhanam pasyannapi na pasyati. Do you understand? Pasyannapi na pasyati. Do you understand it? Famous verse. How time is going away, how your lifespan is going shorter and shorter and shorter day by day. Nidraya hyote naktam vyavayena chavavaya. Divacharthaya rajan kutumba bharanena va. The whole daytime is spent in earning money. Money. Brighter than sunshine, sweeter than honey. Money. Isn't it? The whole daytime is spent. How to earn money, how to maintain my family. In this activity, the whole daytime is spent. Isn't it? All are spending the whole daytime in this way. Then the night time, nidraya hriyate naktam vyavayena chavavaya. The whole night time is spent either in sleeping or sex enjoyment. Isn't it? Either in sleeping or in sex enjoyment. Whole night time is spent. In this way, time is spent. And where is your time to think of Lord Krishna? No time, no time, no time. I have no time, I have no time. You see, I have no time. Dehapatya kalatradi swatma sainyasya asatsu api tesam pramatta nidhanam pasyannapi no pasyati. And he says, he sees day by day after every day, many are dying. All are dying. His family members are dying. His friends are dying. You understand? So the relationship with them is temporary relationship, is not real relationship. Breaking. At any moment. But though he sees, he cannot see. Pasyannapi na pasyati. Though he sees, he cannot see it. This is wonderful. You understand? And Mahajana said the same thing. Bandhava vyoga durghatana. That your friend dies, you are separated from your friend now, and you are lamenting for it. In this. And bhalo kari dekho bhai, o misro ananda nai, je ache se dukhero karan. Think of very deeply, Mr. Peter. In this material world, you will never find unmixed pleasure, unmixed happiness. Can you find? Bhalo kori dekho bhai. Think it seriously. Think it very deeply. That in this material world, there is no unmixed pleasure, unmixed happiness. It is mixed with misery. Oh, lamentation. Isn't it? Whatever pleasure, happiness is there, it is mixed. It is mixed with misery. Oh, lamentation. No unmixed pleasure and happiness. Jache se dukkher karan. Whatever pleasure is there, it is the source of all misery. That Srimad Bhagavad Gita said. Jahi sansvada bhoga dukkha jono yayevate adyantavanta kaunteya no te suramate buddha. Gita has said that thing. This material pleasure and happiness, the pleasure and happiness derived by the contact of the senses, is fleeting pleasure, fleeting, adyantavanta, temporary. And ultimate consequence, result is unlimited misery. Asisha dukkha. Do you understand? That's what he said. Yes, dukkha karam. Se sukhera tore tobe keno maya daso hebe. O mana, O mind, you think of this thing. Deeply, seriously. There is no mixed pleasure and happiness here. Always mixed with misery and unhappiness. Pleasure is happiness fleeting, and outcome is unlimited misery. And the material world is always filled with birth, death, old age and disease. No happiness, no pleasure. Then why will you become the servant of Maya, O mind? O mind, why will you become the servant of Maya? Do you understand? Mahabharata says. If you will become the servant of Maya, then you will lose. What will you lose? Haraibe paramartha dhana. Do you understand? You lose that asset of Krishna consciousness, asset of devotional service. You lose it. Do you understand? Why will you lose such asset? Becoming the servant of Maya, O mind, wicked mind, is instruction to give to mind. ইতিহাস আলোচনে ভেবে দেখো নিজ মনে কত আসুরিক দুরাশয় ইন্দ্রিয় তর্পণ সার করি কত দুরাচার শেষে লোভে মরণ নিশ্চয়. You turn over the pages of history. Are you a history student, Mr. Peter? Turn over the pages of history. You'll see so many demons, asurik durasa, so many demons Those who are always engaged in sense gratification, material enjoyment, what nonsense they had done, and at last they died. Isn't it? At last they died. Maran samay tara, upaya hoya hara, anutapa jole devanila. When they are dying, they are lamenting, oh, I am dying, I am dying. I didn't do anything, I cannot do anything in this world. Oh, where is my wealth? Where is my strength? Where are my family members? Where are my assets? I am dying, living aside of this thing. Lamenting, alas, alas, alas. Isn't it? At the time of death. Kukuradi pasupray, jivana kotai hai. Paramartha kahuna chintila. They only spent their life as dogs and hogs. Kuradi pasu. They spent their whole lifetime like dogs and hogs. They never think of this Paramartha, this Krishna consciousness. Do you understand? They never think of. Emana visayamana keno takotan, oh mind, why you are so unconscious about this? Rascal mind, wicked mind. Chado visaya rasa, give up this thought of material enjoyment. Sri Guru Charanasraya Kare Sava Bhavajaya. Now take shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Guru. Then you'll be able to cross over this dreadful ocean of material existence. Do you understand? This is instruction to mind. Do you understand? This is instruction to mind. Our Mahajan gave this instruction. Krishna gives this instruction. Shastra, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, you will not find. You understand? Yes. Take it seriously. Control your mind. Fix your mind at the lotus feet of Hari and Guru. You understand? Then you can tread this path of devotional service. You will never lose this asset, Paramarthadana. You will never lose. This asset has been available for you. Don't lose it. Becoming Mayadas, becoming servant of Maya. You become servant of Maya, you lose this asset. Don't lose it. Once you lose, you cannot get it back. Very difficult.